Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. What was that? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here with a video that I've wanted to film, and a few people said they wouldn't mind seeing it. So I want to talk about products that I purchased and I was so excited for, and I thought I would be using them so much, and then they just sat there. And these aren't products I regretted buying or anything, because I love everything I'm going to talk about. I just don't reach for them or use them as much as I thought I would. And I also want to say thank you so much for all the love and support on my last video, for everybody who left, such a positive word. The energy was so positive, so uplifting. I feel reinvigorated. I'm ready to go. Okay, let's jump into this because, girl, it's a lot. All right. Let's start off with these So Cool blush palettes. I was so excited for these. I remember checking my notifications every 12 hours because I got it from Beauty Bay. And I was like, these are probably going to hit pan very fast. I should start thinking. Even before I purchased it, I was thinking of backups. Thank God I didn't go crazy and get backups. I never reach for these blush palettes, and look how pretty they are. They're so pretty, especially this one. This is my fave. They're so good. I do not know why. And I've brought it out several times, and I have it, these two are in my vanity drawer, because I try to keep the stuff that I'm going to use the most or whatever in my vanity drawer. I don't understand this. Why do I have it down? I don't understand. They're lovely. The packaging, everything is so beautiful. I don't reach for these damn So Cool palettes. I have to start. But I think, the thing is with me, of course, I love too much damn makeup, and then on top of it, it's like too much, and then I forget what I have and I don't use it. Listen, where is it? Most of the Hourglass palettes, and I think I have a problem with palettes. I should stop buying palettes, because a lot of times I only use like one product. Well, I don't have a lot, but I remember, I gave one of these away. I remember I would get so excited for these palettes. I customized this one. I wanted an elephant. I love elephants. It just sits here. This is disgraceful. I think this is an $80 palette, right? And it's nice. Oops, girl. My press-ons almost popped off. See? This is disgraceful. Then I remember buying this because I saw it online. I really wanted it, and it had a little rabbit. It was cruelty-free. They were saving the rabbits and everything else, and I wanted it. I think it's super pretty. This pink looks nice, layered on top of something else. Whatever. I just don't, and these are expensive palettes. And let me tell you, when I got this one, and if you have any questions about any of these products I'm talking about, just ask me, because trust me, I'm not going to sit and write them all down in the description box. Sorry. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. When I got this one, I was like, oh, finally. An Hourglass palette I know I'm going to use so much, blah, 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 blah. Girl, bye. And it's so nice. Look, nice and bronzy and cute. Look at the highlighter. So pretty. I shouldn't be swatching nothing, because I'll be here all day. Look at this. At least the highlighter I should be using, right? All right, guys. Every time I sit down to film, that's when my phone goes off. All right, so all my Pat McGrath blushes. This is ridiculous. All the Pat McGrath blushes, all of them. I remember when I got these blushes, and look how many I have, because I'm insane and I'm a lunatic and I'm a fiend for makeup. Thank God I don't have like a crack addiction or something, because I'll be in a lot of trouble, because I have no self-control when it comes to makeup. And food, I love food. All right, you know that saying, where did your money go? I ate it or I'm wearing it. That's me, but on my face. All right. All these Pat McGrath blushes. I remember doing my video, doing all the swatches, And that video had gotten so many views. That's when I used to film in my son's room, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna kill these blushes, girl. I do not reach for these damn blushes. And you see, I can't even, this is the one thing with it too. I hate the packaging. I always struggle to open it. I just want to open one. Look how lovely. I can't see the name of it, so I'm not going to say, but all my Pat McGrath blushes. I don't reach for any of these blushes at all. This is, and like I said, these aren't products I regret buying. I love the formula. I love these blushes. I just don't reach for them. I don't know why. Speaking of blushes, sorry for the noise. All my LYS blushes. I love these. I love the formula. They're beautiful. One of them is, like, when I set up my table to film, one of the drawers, I block it. So my favorite one is sort of like an orange peach, is in one of those drawers. These are beautiful blushes. I just don't reach for them. I went crazy when these came out. I kept buying it. Look how lovely. I have got to start using these. They're beautiful. You know, you own the LYS blushes. They are bomb. They're so pretty. Look at this beautiful, what is this? Some kind of light peach. Stop swatching, stop swatching. You can't keep swatching. Look. Well, I think I chose the wrong one to swatch. But you know what I mean. You can layer them. They're so nice. Let me find another one. Look at this beautiful girl. I spent good money for this too. Look how nice this is. This would look so nice, I think, for the summer. I'm gonna wear this. You see? It's good to, like, you know, I'm glad I'm doing this video. I want to see other creators do this video because I was so excited for these. I bought one and I just kept buying them and buying them. And I was like, I'm going to be using these blushes. Use them where? They're all sitting right here. I do not reach for these blushes. All right. Like I said, I think I should stop buying anything palette. All of my Tom Ford quads. Every last one of these quads. And I love the quads. People always say, oh, I hope I didn't break it. This is probably saying this is what you get for doing using us. All of my Tom Ford quads, right? And people always say, oh, for all that money, I don't think it's worth it. I love it. It's, some of them are like just a wash of color. I think it's, I personally love the formula of these. So all of these except Cognac Sable, this one, and as soon as you look at it, you can see why. I do use this one like more than any other like quad or anything like that I own. I use it. It's lovely. I love these quads. They're beautiful. They're just sitting there in a damn display. Look how nice this is. What is wrong with me? But I know what's wrong with me. I have too much makeup and I get excited over something and then something else comes out. Oh, this is nice. I'm not going to open all, but I'm just looking at it for myself too. Oh, this one is nice. This one is very similar to Cognac Sable. Nice and have all like my bronzy gold shades. Oh, look at this nice one. It has a purple. I can't go through all, but I can't give you a reason why I don't use these. There's no reason. They're beautiful. I love them. I love his quads. It's like a nice soft sophistication. I think like when you use it, they're beautiful, but I don't know why I don't reach for them. All right, speaking of quads, and you guys know I love this YSL quad. First of all, I bought it for the beautiful packaging. I love the packaging, and this is actually really, really good. I do not reach for this. Every time I hold it up, I'm cautious because remember the first time I reviewed it, the pants fell out. Look, lovely. These are so pigmented, so buttery. They just pop in the eye. It's sitting in my drawer. I don't reach for it. I love this palette. This is a very good palette. I love it. It's expensive. You think I would reach for it? I don't. I don't know why. All right. Since we're talking about palettes, I have three that I really thought I would have been using. This one from Viseart. You guys know how I feel about the Viseart palettes. This is the Sultry Muse palette. I wanted this palette so bad. So bad. I saw somebody used it on Instagram and I wanted it. And I wanted it because I love mattes, but I wanted this so bad. Why do I feel as I'm stuck to my seat? It's not even that hard. I wanted this so bad. It's all shimmer. And I was like, oh, I'm going to use this so much. And I'll be pairing it with like an all matte palette. It was in the makeup that I have on that side. So I wouldn't even see this. And I'm thinking, why would I put it there if I really, and you know, busy, I don't have to tell you. These shadows are phenomenal. The formula of these shadows are phenomenal. So it has nothing to do with that. I actually do like the color story. I was thinking I was going to use that white in the corner. You see it, right? Doesn't even have like a dent. I wonder if I ever used it. No, I'm dead serious. I don't think I've used this palette. I'm stuck to my seat. All right, let's continue on. This Makeup by Mario, this is the what? The Eternal Eyes palette. I thought I was going to get so much use out of this. And what I was going to do was I was going to pair it a lot with his neutral mattes. Although this have mattes, I prefer like the color story of the neutral mattes. Look. If I use this 3 times, I've used it a lot. After I reviewed this palette. This is ridiculous. And I love this. I think the formula is beautiful. It gives a lot like Tom Ford. Nice, soft glam. Like, me that love a soft glam and neutral, I should be rocking this palette every chance I get. I am not. Same with this. Why am I yelling? I'm yelling at myself. I need a nude palette by Miss Natasha Denona. Here I am. Oh, I'm going to use this so many times. Right? I did use it. I used like these 3 shades over here. And I haven't been reaching for it. The formula in this palette is fantastic as well. But you guys see what I'm talking about, right? I'm sitting here waiting on her gold palette. Because, oh my God, when I get my hands on that palette. And I'm not even using this one. I love it, but I don't reach for it, and I do not know why. These are old, but I brought them out because I really thought I would have been using these Hyper Real Glow MAC palettes. So I'm really thinking I should stop buying palettes because I use a lot more of my single stuff, I'm assuming. I remember fiending like a kid for these palettes. Oh, I can't wait to get it. Swatching it. And they're lovely. This is some of MAC's best formula. Look at these. I'm swatching again. Look. Oh, they're lovely. They're stunning. They're so nice. I love these. I love the formula of these palettes. So why am I not using it? Does not make any sense. And you know what? I could have brought out so much more stuff, but at this point, I'm like, I think I would literally look crazy. And look at the other one. Oh, it's so nice. Why don't I use these? Why? Oh, I forgot these blushes because I brought a lot of all these Charlotte Tilbury blushes. I really thought I would have. I love the subtlety of it because, you know, I don't really love. Well, you notice today I have a orange and gold cheek. I have shimmer in my eye. Yes, and I did more of a brown lip instead of a nude lip. I really stepped out of my comfort zone. I'm just kidding. No, but you know, I figured, you know what? Let me put some shimmer. I used to love shimmer. You guys know when I first started my channel, it was just shimmer this, shimmer that. I think I've gotten lazy and older. Charlotte Tilbury brushes. I love these. The formula on these are really nice. I like I said, how subtle they are, the way they sit on the skin. They just glide on your skin. They're really pretty. These are really nice, guys. Oh, yes. The formula is so nice. And it has a beautiful sheen. It was on the other side. But I can't keep everything over here. I'm just disgusted with myself. All of them. I have 4. The 4th one is probably somewhere in that drawer somewhere. I don't know why they're separated. But they're so nice. Similar looking, but why don't I use these? They're nice. This one is nudie and nice too. You know, I like these kind of nudie shades. Oh, I need to reach for this. Look how nice this is. Nice and nude with some highlighter over top. This would be nice. Stop swatching. Stop swatching. All right, so let's jump into more like some complexion products that I thought I would be using nonstop. And I'm going to start by the Made by Mikkel Curve Case. You guys know how much I was impressed by this and I loved it. He has concealer now, I think. I wanted to check those out. I forgot. Now when I say, right? First of all, I wasn't really reaching for the blushes. They are beautiful. And looking at this would make a nice sunset cheek. I could have used this. I could have mixed this orange, this sort of mango shade, and that pink, which I will in the future. But this is my point exactly. I love this palette. It's creamy, it's beautiful, it sits nicely on the skin, it doesn't slip and slide. I'm mostly talking about the bronzers. I don't reach for this palette, and I love it. I love this palette. It's really good. I really thought I would have been reaching for this every day. It's been sitting. I haven't reached for it. Another palette, and this is, I got this eons ago, but I really thought this was going to be the palette. This Scott Barnes, the bronze palette. I didn't like, I had this, the blush palette, and I think the highlight palette. I didn't like the latter, those two, but this, I really thought I would have used so much. I was so excited to get this. I did a review on my channel when I got it. I was so excited. I was like, I can't wait. And these are nice. Yeah, these are nice. And they're buttery. They're nice. I don't reach for this at all. Swatching again. Look. They show up. This looks very pretty. I don't reach. I don't reach for it at all. It's insane. All right, let's talk about some powders that when I got it, I was so excited. Still love them. Like I said, these are all products that I really like or love, whatever you want to call it. I just don't reach for it. Let's start off with the one size powders. I have the pink. And I think I have, what is this? Dark Deep. So I have Ultra Pink and Dark Deep. And now, since I've been using aggression. Since I've been using like lighter powders under my eye, like the peach pie, I love the way it looks. I have a whole tub of this Ultra Pink powder. I think I've used this twice. This one, I think I've used about the same. These are nice powders because I remembered, I love the packaging as well. I love the tub. I remember when I got this one in particular for all over, I was like, oh, this is good. Why is it sitting in my drawer? I do not reach for these powders. And it's sitting, well, you guys saw my powder collection. It's outrageous. This is sitting in my drawer, but I saw he came out with more. He has like a dark peach and a lighter peach. I'm thinking of going into Sephora to swatch those to see if I like it. And I'm not even reaching for these. I have to stop. I think I'm going to have to stop myself because I like it, but I'm not reaching for it. And like I said, I've been trying to use all my makeup. So I don't have too much of an excuse. And I'm pretty sure this happens to everybody. Like you'll see something and you'll go, why don't I use this? That's totally me. Another powder that I love but don't use. The By Terry Hyaluronic powder. This is such a good powder. It reminds me of the Selena Gomez and Rare Beauty powder that I love because it's super hydrating, super pretty. I love the color. I do not reach for this powder. And you would think with my dry skin and whatever, I would love this powder. Look how pretty and golden this shade is, girl. I had it on the other side. Maybe I need to keep it over, but then I can't keep everything over here. Look how nice and golden. I don't know why I don't reach for this beautiful powder. By Terry, nice and luxe, beautiful. What shade do I have? I think it says 500. How did powder get everywhere? All right, continuing on with complexion products. I actually saw somebody use this the other day and I said, oh my God, I had loved this. Why did I use it? This Lancome foundation. I use this, I would say, because I remember stuff. I probably used this once after I reviewed it, which was a couple of years ago, a few years. This is the Taunt Ultra Wear Foundation. I remember wearing this and loving it. And I actually remember, because you know, sometimes you pull something out and you have memories attached to it. I remember the day before I'd gone and got my lashes done when I used to get my lash extension. So that was a little after the pandemic. And when I did the review on this, my eyes were a little red and I was upset. I really liked how it looked. It looked really pretty. I put it down and I don't know. No surprise. Full bottle House Labs. But you know what? Maybe I should not have brought this out. I don't like it. All right, but I'll talk about it. I know why I don't reach for this foundation. And the funny thing is, if you're new to my channel, I purchased this twice. The first time I purchased it and I reviewed it, I didn't like it. But then after like a year or so or however long, everybody loves this foundation. So I said, I'm going to give it another try. What am I missing? Why don't I like it? And I remember when I tried it again, somebody said to me, it's okay. You don't have to like everything because I've seen you look better with other foundations. And that did it for me because if they could have seen it through the camera, I knew I wasn't crazy. That one comment was it for me. But of course, did I return it? No, I still have it. The concealers I like, but I don't reach for it. And I got two. I got a light and a dark because I couldn't find my perfect shade and I wish they had like a lighter shade that was more golden. Look, I do like the concealer. I don't reach for the concealer. Another concealer I don't reach for is this Dominique Cosmetics concealer that I love. It's one of those cooling, depuffing concealers. I did a review on this concealer and I was even saying, oh, the tube looks so small. I should have gotten a backup. That's why sometimes you have to stop yourself from getting backups of things when you're impulsive and just a makeup fiend. And I'm glad I didn't. I love this. I don't reach for it. It was on the other side. It wasn't even on this side because I could squeeze this in. I'm not sure why I haven't been reaching for it, but I do like it. And this is what's so like, you love these things, but you don't reach for it. I know I have a lot of makeup, but like with the blushes and stuff, once in a while I can reach for those blushes and I can definitely reach for this. Another complexion product slash foundation, tinted moisturizer, whatever you want to call it, that I love and I don't reach for is this Hourglass. I probably wore this once or twice after I reviewed it, honestly. And I really like this. I think this is really, really pretty. Yeah, I loved it, I think, when I reviewed it. I may have to go back and look at my own video when I reviewed this, but I think I like it. I think I loved it. This is good. I just don't reach for it. Another thing, I thought when I purchased this Tom Ford concealer, I went all the way to the CCO and they didn't have my shade and I bought this full price at Nordstrom. Or was it Saks? Whatever I was in was somewhere in Jersey, did not even know the mall. I was there with a friend and we went in and because I was searching for this shade at the CCO, could never find it. I purchased this full price. I think, is this like a $90 concealer? What shade do I have? Oh, this is 6W Spice. And I remember when I wore it, well, you know, his shade and Illuminate foundation is one of my top 3 foundations of all time. I liked this when I wore it. I just didn't like, I wish I could have gotten a lighter shade, but all the lighter shades looked as though it had olive. This is a good concealer. Still smells good. And it's Tom, for God's sake. Yeah, this is nice. Look how nice that blend out. See how pretty this concealer is? Oh, my camera died. I was lazy to plug it in and it died. Anyway, yeah, so this concealer was my last product anyway. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I know you guys have a lot of stuff that you've purchased and you were excited about and it just like sat there. So let me know some of them in the comments. And as I always say, I'm going to try my best to use the products that I have, and I'm going to revisit a lot of those products that I just, spoke about. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.